evening, or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. We're here to talk about Champions League. As you can see from my thumbnail, obviously we are up to the uh, what's it called? We are up to the round of 16 now, and the round of 16 draw is going to happen today. I've got some schedule today, so but then I hope I'll be available to do a live stream during the what's it called during the draw today. You know, so much expectation. What are your predictions? What are your predictions? Let's see. Wherever you're watching from, I know a lot of people are not here at the moment to watch, but I know some people are here to watch. But again, drop your prediction. And it's all nice to see that all the 6 English teams all qualified eventually. 5 out of the 8 teams that qualified directly were English teams. We're talking of Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, and Tottenham. Then Newcastle fell into the playoff, but Newcastle is more like licking up Karabag, 9-3 aggregate, and they are joining the rest. So out of the 16 in the round of 16, awaiting the draw that is happening today, 6 English teams and the rest. So it's a big feat. So as it is now, Chelsea might be meeting either PSG or Newcastle. So it's going to be either PSG or Newcastle to Chelsea, or PSG or Newcastle to Barcelona. That's what's going to happen. All right. No one is joining yet. But anyway, we are still here. Whenever you join us, you are very much welcome. Hello, everyone who are those joining. Thank you for joining this live. We are talking about Champions League here, and I'm going to be talking about the Europa League and the Conference League that will also play today. Of course, out of the playoff zone, Crystal Palace also qualified. Crystal Palace qualified. Aston Villa in the Europa League qualified. Nottingham Forest also qualified. So, and all these draws are expected to happen today. So it's a quick heads up to all of you watching this live stream that I'm going to be covering that live stream to bring you the live update of that event. And again, I'll be sorry if I didn't make it, but I'm really hoping I make it, because I've got some very tight schedules today. Hello, Alaya, is it Alina? Hi, Helike. Manchester United on top. Hello, Helike. Most importantly, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you subscribe. This is FBI Bob Football Channel. Make sure you subscribe. All right. Since I started this channel, I haven't done so much live, but I think I'll be doing more of this now. And make sure you drop your opinion. Make sure you drop your predictions. The draw is going to happen. I'm going to do a rundown of the draw very shortly. Please just give me a moment so I can give you. Alina, I'm fine, thank you. I hope you've subscribed. Make sure you subscribe. Say you are so entertaining and good. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm not even there yet. I've not even up to 500 subscribers, to be honest. But this is really an encouraging comment. Thank you so much. Just make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you look through my channel, you will see my collaboration with our sister channel, the Royal Lord of Chelsea. That's strictly Chelsea. So even if you're not a Chelsea fan, make sure you subscribe there. Okay? Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for those comments. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm not able to type at the moment because I'm trying to set up my system to enable me, combine with typing as well. I've not been able to do that, but I'm still working on that, and at some point I'm going to come up with that. Okay. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. That's very important. So what do we think about the draws that are going to happen today? The Champions League draw, the Conference League draw, the Europa League draw, that's going into the round of 16. As you can see on the thumbnail, these are the teams on board, and we are looking forward to the draw to be done. Some people are saying that UEFA, please give Chelsea both Newcastle and PSG. I wish that is possible. Of course, it's not going to be possible to do that. Real Madrid might get Man City. Yeah, that's true. Real Madrid might get Man City because I think it's becoming boring seeing Real Madrid and Man City all the time. It's becoming boring, to be honest. To me, it's becoming boring. Just like in the days of Chelsea, Barcelona, all the time, Chelsea and Barcelona, Chelsea and Barcelona. Everybody got tired of it at the point. So, like, what is going on? But there are times Barcelona, had the advantage. There were times Chelsea had the advantage. So, yeah, that was what it was. So I hope Chelsea. I hope Real Madrid and Man City tie will. I don't know who is going to favor. The truth is, both Real Madrid and Man City. Which team do I support? Oh, Haley. Which team do I support? I support Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea fan. That's why I started by talking about Chelsea. I'm a die-hard Chelsea fan. And that's why I just mentioned that I have a sister channel, the Royal Lord of Chelsea. The Royal Lord of Chelsea is our Chelsea channel. So there, anything Chelsea goes there. Then on FBI Ball Football channel, anything football, even Chelsea, even if you look down, you'll see some of my videos about Chelsea. So you can glance through and see. If you are a Chelsea fan, you're most welcome there. Even if you're not a Chelsea fan, just go there. You might find one or two things to entertain you. Cole Palmer will come to Manchester United. You guys should stop saying that. Yeah, there are speculations all around that Cole Palmer has been a Man United fan from childhood, and that he's going to join Man United and all that. And the Chelsea manager has confirmed that Cole Palmer is happy where he is. Yeah, everybody is having concern about Cole Palmer's performance at the moment, but this is what injury can do to a player. So that's the stage Cole Palmer is at the moment. So I hope everybody will understand that different players have their different ways of recovering from injury. And for Cole Palmer, it's more like taking him a whole season, a whole long season to get back from injury. So you're not going to blame him. You're not going to blame him, to be honest. So again, different people have different ways of dealing with injury and recovering from injury. So imagine recovering from injury and another one was hunting you down. So it wasn't a favorable moment for him, if I may say. So some Chelsea fans are trying to call out Cole Palmer for missing a big chance against Leeds and all those things. So I don't think it's fair. When a player is not fit, we should understand with him. Who do you think will win the Champions League? Chelsea is going to win the Champions League. I know it's a very ridiculous statement to make, History has always had it that whenever Chelsea sacked manager in January, we always went ahead to win the Champions League. Remember in 2021? Sorry, in 2012, that was what happened. All right. When Andres Villas-Boas was sacked and Roberto Di Matteo took over, and Chelsea being in ninth position in Premier League that season, went ahead to win the Champions League. Again, in 2021, Frank Lampard was sacked mid-season. Thomas Tuchel came in. Chelsea went ahead to win the Champions League, even when we were struggling to qualify for top four. So again, this season, history is going to repeat itself. As a matter of fact, the period when Chelsea is written off as underdogs, that is where we pull the trigger. All right. So we are here to pull another trigger when everybody think we are not able to do anything. That is where we turn out to shock the world. So watch out and see what we are here to deliver, and shouldn't take anybody by surprise. By the way, the Champions League. Oh, hang on. Chelsea are not going to win the Champions League. Even Burnley are better than them. Yeah, I know. Even Burnley are better than us. Any team is better than us. That's something we agree. But remember, the teams that are going on relegation always have their strength against the big teams, and they can do anything. So it's not a surprise. We saw what West Ham did to Man United. They nearly won them, if not for Benjamin Sesko that came to give you guys a draw, isn't it? You know, Grimsby Division 2 or Championship. I can't remember. Look at how they took you guys out of the Carabao Cup. And the reason you guys are doing well in Premier League now is because Premier League is the only competition you are in at the moment. No Champions League, no FA Cup, no Carabao Cup. Mention it. So if Man U is not doing well right now, it should be an embarrassment. So you are playing only Premier League, you are not playing Champions League, you are not playing Chelsea. The only competition Chelsea has been out of so far is Carabao Cup. We are still in FA Cup. We are still in Division 1. There you go. So we are still in FA Cup. We are still in Carabao Cup. Sorry, we are no longer in Carabao Cup. We are still in FA Cup. We are still in Champions League, and we are still in Premier League, fighting for the top four. So Premier League is that league that any team is equal to the tax. Nobody is written off. The underdog in Premier League are tougher than Arsenal, who is topping the league. So what are we saying? Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, because your subscription brings you the quickest update, so that whenever I start a live, you'll be the first to catch up with the live, don't you? Crispy at Division 1, yeah, I know. We are higher than you. We are fourth, you are fifth. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So it is expected that you are fourth and we are fifth, because there is no other competition you are playing right now other than the Premier League. So you have all the strength to do your trainings. You have all the time for your players to rest, and rest very well. In fact, rest and rest. In fact, you guys should be tired of resting. All right, the resting should be begging. Rest will now come and knock on the door. Oh, my United player, please come and have me. Rest. So, and then coupled with the fact that Michael Carrick is doing some wonders for you guys, so which is really fantastic. It's really fantastic, and I think Michael Carrick has earned himself, a great deal of respect and privilege in the club, that he has the chance of becoming your permanent manager. So, yeah, so let's see how that goes. But what do you think? Do you think Michael Carrick is worth being your permanent manager? For me, I think so, because the managers are scarce. Managers are scarce. In case you think you can easily get the manager, then keep sacking and see. All right. You don't want Carrick. Why don't you want Carrick? Why don't you want Carrick? Apart from Jose Mourinho that gave you guys the Europa League, and then Ten Hag, who came and was having issues with almost all the players, and eventually won you guys. Was it Carabao Cup or FA Cup? He won for you guys. So what else have you guys won since Ferguson left? So, so this is the first time in a donkey's years that Man United is having this consistent performance. Not losing match in 7 games in a row. It's incredible record that Man U has not held for a very long time. Our last 2 games hasn't been good, and it's gonna be like Ole again. Well, again, this is football, especially this is Premier League. So the unexpected will always happen. But the fact that you've not lost games is the main thing you should give Michael Carrick an accolade for. And I think he can do the job. He has the relationship with the players, which is what matters most. Just like Liam Rosinho and Carrick have been running head to head until Liam Rosinho drew and then Carrick won his own. So Michael Carrick is ahead with 2 points now over Liam Rosinho. So, but this is the kind of thing we're looking at. How is the relationship with the players? Is it good enough? If it's good enough, then why not? So why not? So the relationship with the players is what matters most, and I think Carrick has done a great deal of you know job to maintain that, because if the dressing room is at peace, the players will give their best on the pitch. Did you see that? If the dressing room is at peace, but if the dressing room is on fire, everybody will come to the pitch and be playing individual games, and it becomes a problem. And we've seen that happen a lot of times. And when that happens, things begin to play out like the players are not playing for the manager, they are playing for themselves. So whether they win or they lose doesn't matter. And that becomes a conspiracy theory against the manager or the coach, as the case may be. So I think for me, if I whether I'm a Man United fan or not, I think Carrick has done what no manager has done for Man United in a very long time. So not to talk of what Amorim has done. Well, you can say Amorim brought in. He was the one that brought Chesko. He was the one that brought what's this boy's name? I'm trying to remember the name. That with the dreadlocks. I'm not so conversant with the name, so you can help me. Help me in the comment section. Man United is going to win the Champions League next season. Do you think so? Anyway, anything is possible if they play their cards very well. They can, but the fact that Man United has not been in Champions League for a very long time now, a lot of players might maybe be trying to get used to Champions League new, just like Chelsea. A lot of players they have not played Champions League, apart from Luis James, Enzo Fernandez, and who again? Quite a lot of the Chelsea players have not played Champions League before this season. So far I would say they have done their best. Even if Chelsea does not win the Champions League, it's not going to be it's not going to be something to be sad about. But I think the lack of experience of Champions League will show itself. We'll always have a way of showing up. So that's it. All right. Thank you all for watching my videos. Hang on a minute. What do you think about Liam Delap? That's a very good question. Liam Delap is, to be honest, Delap is a fine player. Just give me a moment. To be honest, Liam Delap is a fine player. It's just that coming from a championship club that was in Premier League and went on relegation is struggling a bit. Joao Pedro also came from a smaller club. Both of them did very well for their seasons, and that's last season. So Both of them have been in Premier League in a non-top four team. So I don't want to give the access to injury a lot, but again, I feel Delap may have to go on loan. Chelsea should not sell him. Delap has a lot of qualities that is good. For example, he can be a threat to the defender even if he can't score. What he did against Hull City was a very good masterclass of Liam Delap showing some level of skills. So even if you're not able to score, you should be able to drop assist for your players or your other teammates, so which is a good thing to look into. He also has a speed. He has speed. He can run more than Joao Pedro. But for now, Joao Pedro is more clinical than him. Joao Pedro can find the back of the net from anywhere, even without looking. So which is really fantastic. So I think looking at the fact that Chelsea has, I don't know the plans for Nicolas Jackson. I don't know the plan of Liam Rosinio concerning Nicolas Jackson. If they are going to be keeping Nicolas Jackson, then Delap may have to go on loan, or I don't know. So Delap is still a young player. He's still a young guy. So he has a lot of opportunity to learn. He has a lot of opportunity to learn. So if he has opportunity to go to a loan in a good club and pick up from, look at players like Santos, players like Mahmoud Sarr that went on loan and coming back from loan, you can see the difference. So I think sometimes some player may frown at how can I go on loan. They should ask people like Reece James. Reece James has played in Wigan before. He has been on loan several times, and now look at him today. The rest is history. So I think if the opportunity to go on loan come for Delap, you should take it. Okay. All right. So in case you have not subscribed, make sure you do so. We are here to always bring you live stream like this, and just to let you know again that our live streams will be coming up during the draw today, being Friday. It's happening at 11 o'clock UK time, okay, and 12 o'clock Nigerian time, that's West African time. Do you like Jackson? There is a yes and no to that. Yes, because he too has a way of running into the defense, even though he's not very clinical very well. His finishing is where we have issues with. But if you are in the box, causing problem for the defenders and others are finding a way to score goals, then you can be a backup striker, But again, if Chelsea want to sell him, then so be it. That's what I think. All right. So what are our predictions regarding the upcoming draws? Make sure you drop your comments. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Who is your favorite Chelsea player? You mean current player or favorite Chelsea player of all time? Okay. Both. You said both. I'll say first of all, Didier Drogba of all time striker, Didier Drogba. Then currently, everybody is a favorite player, but I'll go with Cole Palmer for now. Okay, let's forget about the injury issue, but Cole Palmer is a great player. Okay. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share. All right. Who is your favorite current Manchester United player? Well, I'm not a I'm not a Man United fan, as you know. Okay, but I think your best player at the moment should be Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Okay, so where are we? Are we ready for this breakdown? Bruno Fernandes is the best midfield in the Premier League. Do you think so? Best midfielder in the Premier League? You may be right. If not that Kopama is not fit, I think Kopama should be the best. You've got Declan Rice to also talk about. You've got Caicedo to also talk about. You've got Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo Fernandez, in fact, Enzo Fernandez is playing the same role with Bruno Fernandes. So for me, I think Enzo Fernandez, because Enzo Fernandez has even scored more goals this season than all these guys we're talking about. Okay, so where are we? In the round of 16, let me do a breakdown now, in case you are just joining and in case you've not been following. It's going to be either Barcelona, Chelsea, either Barcelona or Chelsea versus PSG, or either Barcelona or Chelsea versus Newcastle. So either way, that's what that one is going to be. Then it's going to be either Liverpool or Tottenham going against Galatasaray, or either Liverpool against Tottenham going against Atletico Madrid. Both Atletico Madrid and Galatasaray have got our two Nigerian superstars, African best back-to-back. We are talking about Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman, and both of them are doing fantastically well. So let's see how that goes. Then it's going to be Real Madrid versus either Sporting or Man City, or either Real Madrid or Sporting against Bodo. That's those guys that removed Inter Milan. It's so painful to see Inter Milan go so quickly like this. Just like I said earlier, it's becoming so boring and we are tired of Real Madrid, Man City. I think we need something different this time around. So, let's see how it goes. You never can tell what a draw will look like. Then it's going to be Atalanta versus either Arsenal or Bayern, or Arsenal or Bayern going against Bayern Leverkusen. So that's where we are. Okay, PSG versus Barcelona will be the best match. You have a point. PSG versus Barca will be the best match, but for Chelsea, I equal to the tax. We've done that to them. We've done something very terrible to them in the Club World Cup final, and the underdog Chelsea that you know has beaten all the champions, all the league champions across Europe. So whatever that comes our way, we are happy. But to face Newcastle, to me, it might even be harder because English team versus English team in Champions League is always very dramatic. So we don't want, over familiarity. And going away at Goodison Park is a very hard thing to do because Goodison, that's Newcastle home, is one of the places you don't want to go and play football because the home advantage in Newcastle home is something else. Sometimes if you go to Goodison Park, it's as if the stadium is going to fall because the fan base, the fans they are really supportive. Their presence is always felt. So, but let's see. Again, let's see. All right. So that's that. Let's see if we've got Conference League. Newcastle fans are crazy. Yeah, you're right. Newcastle is it's hard to play against them. It's really, really, really hard to play against them, especially when you go to their home. They want to take life out of you. It's really hard, isn't it? How many of us are still watching? Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing. If you don't subscribe, you're not going to be among the first that will get access to my videos. What do you think about Garnacho? What I think about Garnacho, news is already flying that Chelsea are considering selling him if he doesn't pick form. So I hope Garnacho will sit up. Okay, so for the Europa League draw, let me quickly talk about that as well. All right. FC Porto are together with, what's this, BRA? Are together to face either Frankfurt or Ludogorets. Real Betis is also in a place where they might be facing Panathinaikos or Victoria Plains. Roma is also in a place where they might be facing Genk or GNK Dynamo. Aston Villa and Lyon, being the first and second, are in a place where they might be facing either Celta or PAOK. All right. And then Nottingham Forest is also in a place where they might be facing Real Betis. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. So yeah, but Garnacho, back to Garnacho talk. Garnacho has not really been impressive, to be honest. And one thing that disappoints me most is the fact that he's always frustrating our counter attacks. Garnacho is on a counter, the ball is moving on the counter. Instead of to move with the ball and push the ball forward, he draws back and frustrates the counter. Yeah, to say you hate Garnacho is not a surprise. Sometimes when you change environment, it is expected that you fire on, but I don't know what has happened to him, but I hope he picks form and starts doing. He has scored some important goals, but it's not enough what we've seen from him so far. So I hope he comes up really serious going forward, because that's what we look forward to. That's what we want to see from him. All right. That's what we want to see from Garnacho. All right. Thank you all for watching my videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Okay. Ronaldo or Messi? Both. It's a debate I don't want to get involved in. These guys are masterclass of wherever they are. Ronaldo is the face and ambassador of Saudi Pro League. Messi is the face and the role model of MLS. And everybody is doing great wonders. Because of Messi, the club where he's playing has quadrupled their revenue. That's insane. Because of Ronaldo, Saudi Pro League has become one of the competitive leagues in the world, and they are doing great. And Ronaldo has just paid 25%, that has bought 25% part of a club in Spain. The news just breaking out today. So that I believe is also going to boost that division club and bring them to the limelight. So Ronaldo or Messi? Yes, it's Ronaldo and Messi, not Ronaldo and Messi. So I'll leave that to whoever wants to do the debate as they wish. Palmer or Hazard? This guy, you are really trying me. Palmer or Hazard? Palmer is still coming up. I'll say Hazard for now. Palmer is good. Palmer is not there. Palmer is still young. He still got a long way to go. So for those who have paid their dues, and have been, registered or inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame, yeah, Hazard for now. I know Kopama is going to get there and even surpass it. So, all right. Hazard was so good when he was at Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea was Hazard's best. The moment he went to Real Madrid, that was when his problem started. But I think Hazard was the reason behind what happened to him in Real Madrid, because Hazard was not the training type. And if you've heard of his attitude in Chelsea, Hazard comes to training on serious. He never took training serious, but he will win matches for you. He comes to training, does nothing, and just walk around and go. But during the weekend, Hazard will be the man running around and does all manner of things and will win you matches and win the league. So because of that, the coaches were giving him that concession of, okay, he's not training, as long as he's winning those matches and we are winning the trophies, then why not? But when he went to Real Madrid, he wanted to do the same thing and he backfired. He wasn't training. He started adding weight. And adding those weight was the reason he started having injuries frequently. So that was it. So Chelsea is his best. Yeah, he won Champions League. Winning Champions League was the reason he went to Real Madrid. He won the Champions League, though he wasn't among the starting 11 then. So, but anyway, at least he has the Champions League medal. All right. I hope you've liked and subscribed. Make sure you do so. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Okay. I'm going to end this live very soon, and I may be back again very shortly. But even if I don't, see you 11 o'clock or depending on your own time, for the draw. Okay, for the round of 16 draw. Let's see who is going to be who and who we're going to meet each. See you in my next live stream or see you in my next videos. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.